I met Tom in college, a whirlwind romance that burned bright but fizzled out after 2 years. We parted ways amicably, or so I thought, and I moved on, building a life with Mark, my husband of 5 years. Mark was steady, kind, the kind of man who made you feel safe. But last year, Tom reappeared, texting me out of the blue. He was in town, he said, and wanted to catch up, as old friends. I didn't tell Mark. It felt innocent enough at first, just coffee and nostalgia, but I knew deep down I was crossing a line by keeping it secret. Tom and I started meeting more often. He'd text, and I'd find myself smiling at my phone, hiding it from Mark. It wasn't love, not exactly, but it was a rush, a reminder of a younger, freer me. I justified it. We were just friends, reminiscing about old times. But the meetings grew longer, the conversations deeper. Tom listened in a way Mark hadn't in years, not because Mark didn't care, but because life had settled us into a comfortable routine. I didn't realize how much I craved that spark until Tom's presence reignited it. Then I found out I was pregnant. 7 months along now, the baby is Mark's, there's no question about that. But the guilt of my secret meetings with Tom gnawed at me. I'd been careful, or so I thought, never letting things cross into anything physical, but emotional lines were blurred. I stopped seeing Tom when I found out about the pregnancy, cutting contact without explanation. I told myself it was over, that I'd bury the secret and focus on my family. Mark was thrilled about the baby, planning nurseries and names, his excitement a quiet knife in my chest. Last month, Tom showed up at my workplace. He looked different, desperate, almost. He said he needed closure, that my sudden silence hurt him. I panicked, told him I was married, pregnant, that we couldn't keep meeting. He nodded, but his eyes lingered, and he asked if Mark knew about our friendship. I lied, said no, and begged him to leave me alone. He agreed, but there was a weight to his words, a hint that he wasn't done. I drove home shaking, wondering if I'd made a mistake letting him back into my life. Mark's been planning something lately. He's secretive, sneaking calls and hiding his phone. At first, I thought it was about the baby. A surprise shower, maybe. But last week, I overheard him talking about checking someone's background. My stomach dropped. Does he know about Tom? I've never seen Mark suspicious before, but now every glance feels loaded. I want to confess, to spill everything and beg for forgiveness, but the words catch in my throat. What if he leaves me, leaves us, right before the baby comes? I keep replaying my choices. Why didn't I tell Mark about Tom from the start? It would have been so simple. An old friend's in town, want to meet him? But I liked the secrecy, the thrill of something just for me. Now, that thrill feels like a trap. I'm terrified Tom might reach out to Mark, or worse, that he already has. I check my phone constantly, half expecting a message from Tom or a confrontation from Mark. The silence is worse than any fight. I'm 7 months pregnant, and the weight of this secret feels heavier than the baby I'm carrying. I want to protect my family, to be the wife Mark deserves, the mother our child needs. But every day, I feel Tom's shadow lurking, a reminder of my betrayal. I've started writing a letter to Mark, trying to explain everything, why I kept Tom a secret, why I let it go so far. I don't know if I'll ever give it to him. The thought of losing him, of breaking his trust, paralyzes me. Yesterday, Mark came home with a smile, saying he's planned something special for us after the baby's born. His excitement broke my heart. I don't know what he's planning, but I'm scared it's tied to whatever he's been investigating. I have to decide soon, tell him everything and risk our marriage, or keep quiet and pray Tom stays gone. The baby kicks, and I'm reminded of what's at stake. I want to be honest, to start fresh, but the fear of losing everything holds me back. For now, I'm stuck, waiting for the truth to unravel on its own.